here in Huntingburg, Indiana. My name is Sam Reeves, here with you for another edition of Franklin Duelers Baseball up high atop League Stadium next to the press box. I will apologize now for the view we are stuck with today. This is where they have the visiting broadcaster, and it's a beautiful stadium. I'm not going to complain. I'll do my best to provide a clear picture with my voice here. That's why I do play-by-play. Just may have to pay a little more attention with the ears today because the eyeballs, it may be tough with the poles and how far back we are, but no real way to work around that. I apologize, guys, in advance, but hopefully you still enjoy the game tonight here in Huntingburg. This is a beautiful, beautiful ballpark. Um, it opened a while back. It is where A League of Their Own was filmed, that famous baseball movie, as the ballpark League Stadium opened all the way back in 1894. The Bombers the Bombers have played here for a long time. They average over 1,000 people per home game in attendance, so it should be a great crowd tonight as well. Capacity in this place is 2,700, so definitely can hold a lot of people, and it should be a great evening for baseball. A very historic field, a historic atmosphere as well. You can see the old scoreboard out in left field. It may not be on your screen. It's not. It's just to the left, unfortunately. But just to the left of your screen is the old historic scoreboard. In fact, I might be able to turn the camera just a little bit to put that on. There it is. You can see the edge of it where they have to use in A League of Their Own. And now they have, of course, the electronic scoreboard, but also they utilize that scoreboard as well. So this is a very cool ballpark. It is kind of in the middle of nowhere. We drove up here from Bowling Green, of course, this afternoon, and drove through a lot of nothing, but we made it and we're ready to go here. The Duelers are playing tremendous baseball right now. That kind of goes without saying. 9-3 overall. They've won 3 straight. They finished the 8-game homestand yesterday with a 6-1 record, or a 7-1 record on the homestand, A 6-1 win against the Paducah Chiefs yesterday. The Du Bois County Bombers, who will be playing tonight here at League Stadium, coming in at 7-7. They lost to Owensboro in a high-scoring game last night. We'll go through the lineups here for you quickly as both teams are warming up. We're about a little more than 10 minutes away from the opening pitch. I'll start first for the visiting Franklin Duelers, managed by Kyle Schexnader. They will start like this. Leading off the shortstop, Jackson Musrock. Hitting second at second base, Matt Jenkinson. Hitting third in center field, Sam Slaughter. In the cleanup spot for the Duelers tonight is the third baseman, Jay Curtis. Batting fifth at first base, Mark Castle. Hitting sixth, the left fielder, Rashad Robinson. Batting seventh in right field, Kelvin Reese. In the eighth spot for the Duelers tonight is the catcher, Evan Kirk. And hitting ninth for Franklin this evening is a designated hitter, Bryce Cape. On the mound for the Duelers is Stephen Oates. Again for the Duelers, it is Musrock, Jenkinson, Slaughter, Curtis, Castle, Robinson, Reese, Kirk, and Cape, with Stephen Oates on the mound. For the homestanding Du Bois County Bombers, managed by Travis Lamar, they will start like this. Leading off the right fielder, Josh Newton. Hitting second, the shortstop, Camden Gasser. Batting third in center field, Tarek Thompson. Hitting fourth will be the left fielder, Grant Hotchkiss. Batting fifth, the first baseman, Caston Harvey. Hitting sixth, the third baseman is Cade Goudalis. Hitting seventh, the DH for the Bombers tonight is Chase Taylor. In the 8 hole will be Juan Guzman, the catcher, and rounding out the Bombers starting lineup tonight will be the second baseman, Drew Howard. The pitcher, starting on the mound for the Bombers is Ethan Bell. Again, for the Bombers, it is Newton, Gasser, Thompson, Hotchkiss, Harvey, Goudalis, Taylor, Guzman, and Howard, with Bell on the mound. So that is where we stand, about 10 minutes from the start of this ball game. We'll take one more quick break before the first pitch. Join us for that in just a few minutes. You're listening and watching the Duelers Baseball on the Duelers Baseball Network. As we're back in, welcome back. My name is Sam Reeves, here to bring you more OVO action. The Duelers and the Bombers here tonight. The Duelers 9-3 on the year. The Bombers 7-7. As the coaches are meeting with the home plate and other umpire, we're still missing a third umpire. I'm afraid we might be at 2-man today, even though it's league-wide supposed to be 3-man. That's kind of an interesting predicament. We'll see. But again, Stephen Oates will be taking them out for your Duelers tonight. On the year for Oates, I'm pulling it up here. 2 starts for Stephen. 0-1, 7 1/3 innings pitched, 3 hits, 6 runs, 9 walks, 10 strikeouts, an ERA of 7.36 for Stephen Oates. So that is how we look. About ready to get things going between the Duelers and the Bombers here this evening. Again, for the Duelers, the lineup is quickly as follows. Jackson Musrock leading off, Jenkinson in the 2-hole. Sam Slaughter hitting third and center. Jay Curtis, the third baseman, in the cleanup spot. Mark Castle at first, hitting fifth. Rashad Robinson in left field, hitting sixth. Kelvin Reese in right field, hitting seventh. Evan Kirk, the catcher, hitting eighth. And rounding out the starting 9 for the Duelers is Bryce Cape, the DH. So that is how we look. The Duelers and the Bombers, first game of 2. As the 9-3 Franklin Duelers, a half game out of first place in the Southern Division of the OVL, behind the full count rhythm. As we're about ready for the national anthem, we'll come back for the first pitch after this on the Duelers Baseball Network. Back in League Stadium, Huntingburg, Indiana. Historic ballpark for an OVL game here this evening. Again, my name is Sam Reeves. Thank you for joining us. The Dubois County Bombers and the Franklin Duelers going at it tonight. The Bombers in their home white uniforms with the white pants, the red sleeves, and the navy and red lettering and numerals. The Duelers in their all gray look tonight. The gray uniforms, gray pants, blue lettering, and numerals trimmed in red. That is how we look. Taking the mound for the Bombers here, top of the first inning, is Ethan Bell, wearing number 16 out of the University of Evansville, born and raised right here in Huntingburg, Indiana. Again, everybody, I apologize for the camera angle we got here. This is where they put us, up next to the press box, so we're going to work with it. Hopefully my play-by-play can describe the action in an adequate enough fashion for you that you really don't even need the picture tonight. But we'll be back home tomorrow with our two-camera setup for the Hoppers game tomorrow back at South Warren. But we got one game to play here tonight. Duelers look to stay hot. And leading off the game will be Jackson Musrock. Jackson Musrock from the University of Memphis, the first hitter for your Duelers. On the year, Musrock hitting .318, 44 at-bats. That's tops on the team. 14 hits, 3 doubles, 1 homer, 9 RBIs for Jackson. The first pitch from Bell is outside a low, ball 1. And it does look like we only have a 2-man umpiring crew. I know it's supposed to be 3-man league-wide, so hopefully that third guy is okay. As the next pitch is chopped to short, shortstop over to first. That is Gasser over to Harvey. 1 up, 1 down for the Duelers, top of the first. Matt Jenkinson now up for the Duelers, the second baseman tonight. Last season played his college ball at Roane State Community College. Will be going up to Division II Lincoln Memorial next year. First pitch, away, ball 1. Jenkinson yesterday against the Paducah Chiefs went 1 for 5 with a single. Next pitch, swung on and line for a base hit between shortstop and third. And that's a hard hit single with 1 down for the Duelers and Matt Jenkinson. Sam Slaughter now up, leads the Duelers in hitting in the 3-hole. He'll be up with Jenkinson on first and 1 down. Slaughter has his average all the way up to .375. 40 at-bats, 15 hits, 7 doubles, 1 homer, 14 RBIs. Sam's doing a tremendous job at the plate this year. And the 3-hole back at it tonight. First pitch from Bell as he's in the stretch now with Jenkinson on first. Here it comes. Fouled off, strike 1. 0-1 you count. I'm going to try to find out exactly where Slaughter ranks in the league in batting average because it's got to be pretty high. See what I can find for you. The 0-1. Big curveball swung on and missed 0-2 to Slaughter. Of batters with a significant amount of ABs, Slaughter ranks around number 10 in the league in the batting average, maybe even 8. They don't split it by ABs, so it's hard to tell. As the next pitch gets past the catcher and into the backstop, Jenkinson will take second with ease. He's now in scoring position with 1 down for the Duelers. If you don't take a minimum number of at-bats into account here, Rashard Grace, actually, of the Duelers, will be leading in batting average. He has 6 at-bats. He's gotten 12 hits. He's hitting .500. Now that's 1-2 to Slaughter with Jenkinson on second, 1 down. Bell gets his sign from the stretch, looks in. Here's the pitch. Big swing and a miss. Slaughter strikes out. That's a rarity. A good curveball by Bell, and that will sit Sam down swinging. Jay Curtis now up for the Duelers. The big third baseman, right-handed hitter, will dig in. With Jenkinson still on second. 2 down now. Against the starter, Ethan Bell. Jay, wearing number 38, born and raised in New Orleans, Louisiana, attended John Curtis Christian High School. First pitch. On the ground, due second on a backhand is Howard over to first in time. That ends the top of inning number 1. After a half of inning played, the Duelers no score, with the Bombers coming up after this on the Duelers Baseball Network. Back in at the ballpark, Sam Reeves here with you. Bottom of the first upcoming, the Duelers on the mound with Stephen Oates here tonight for start number 3 for Stephen. I mentioned it earlier, but I'll mention it again in case you were a little late to join us pregame. On the year, Stephen 0-1 with 7 1/3 innings pitched total, 3 hits, 6 runs, 6 earned runs, 9 walks, and 10 strikeouts. The issue for Stephen has been walks. We'll see if he can get that under control today. He's been working a lot with Jacob Snyder, the Duelers pitching coach, on the control side of things lately. So he'll look to see how things go tonight in that aspect of his game. See if he can continue the Duelers' hot streak they're on lately. I've won 7 of the last 8, including a 7-1 record on the long homestand that just ended for the Duelers after yesterday's game. Home out for the first. Josh Newton will be the leadoff man for the Bombers here tonight, wearing number 21. Georgia Southwestern State University, infielder and outfielder from Locust Grove, Georgia. The right-handed hitter with the high socks to face Stephen Oates, leading off the bottom of inning number 1. The pitch is low and away, ball 1. On the season, Newton with a .288 batting average, 52 at-bats, 15 runs, 15 hits, 1 double, 9 RBIs for Josh Newton. The pitch, low and away, ball 2, 2-0 from Oates. Situated at the top of the stands here. Also learned from some of the employees here at League Stadium. The lower level of actual seats have all been pulled from old Fulton County Stadium, home of the Braves back in the day when Hank Aaron used to play for the Braves. So that's a cool little fact for you. We'll have to remove a lot of them, I think, after this season, as a lot of them are unfortunately falling apart just due to their age. But it's cool to have those kind of as artifacts in the stadium. Right now still being used as seats in the lower bowl. 3-0. Outside corner, strike 1 called from Oates. The Duelers and the Bombers, first of 2 matchups, as the Bombers will come to South Warren in just a week or 2, I believe. It's coming up fairly soon. 3-1. Outside corner, good spot by Oates, and he's filled out the count now from 0-2 to or from 3-2, or excuse me, good grief, from 3-0 now to 3-2. As Oates has a full count to the leadoff man, Josh Newton. Here's the pitch. Inside ball 4 and a walk to Newton to lead off the ball game. Nine walks so far on the season coming in. This is number 10 for Newton. As the shortstop, Camden Gasser, will dig in now. Left-handed hitter. Oates gets his sign from Kirk. The pitch. In the air, down the line and left. Over goes the left fielder, Robinson. He will bring it down for out number 1. One down here, man off first for the 3-hole hitter. Tarek Thompson will now dig in. Tarek Thompson on the 3-hole, another left-handed batter against Oates. First pitch from the righty is high, ball 1. Tarek Thompson from Iowa Western Community College in Sioux City, Iowa. Actually, a lot of people that attend my university, Northwest Missouri State, transfer from Iowa Western Community College to Northwest, so I'm aware of Iowa Western. It's cool to see players from up there down here this summer, including Tarek Thompson, as it's 2-0 from Oates. Thompson on the season, a .318 batting average, 44 at-bats, 9 runs, 14 hits, 1 double, 1 triple, 3 homers, 14 RBIs, and now ahead in the count, 2-0. The pitch, fouled straight back, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Josh Newton on first after the leadoff walk. Now 1 down, bottom of inning number 1 after Camden Gasser, the 2-hole hitter, flew out to left. And now the count is 2-1 to Tarek Thompson of the Bombers. No score, bottom of the first. The pitch, runner takes off. Hit and run, the pitch is fouled back. He'll have to retreat to first as the count is now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here in beautiful League Stadium, where the famous baseball movie A League of Their Own was filmed here on this property at this stadium, which is a very cool thing. So it's cool to be here tonight. 2 balls and 2 strikes from Oates to Thompson. The pitch outside, another full count of 3 balls and 2 strikes. Dimensions here, 320 down the left field line. 365 to left center. Dead center field is 385. Right center field 365 and 320 to the right field corner. So very symmetrical here at League Stadium. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch swung on and missed. Strike 3. Good job by Oates to work out of a 3-2 count and end it with a strikeout on a nice breaking ball. 2 down now. Grant Hotchkiss will now dig in. The cleanup man, another lefty. So 3 straight lefties in the lineup for the Bombers. Hotchkiss awaits the first pitch from Oates. From Midway University is Hotchkiss. Here it comes. High, ball 1 from Steven. Hotchkiss, born and raised in Richmond, Kentucky, the outfielder in left field tonight. On the season, 32 at-bats for Grant, 12 hits, and a .375 average. Same average as Sam Slaughter, at least coming into the day. 1-0. In the air, foul ball behind the plate, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Also cool to see that they're actually utilizing the old scoreboard from A League of Their Own that's over there in left field, just off of your screen. You could probably see the edge of it. Yes, you can. They're also using the electronic scoreboard on right as well. As the 1-1 is outside, ball 2 from Oates. They're still trying to keep a lot of the old charm and things that were included and famous in the movie here today, utilizing them today here at League Stadium, which is very cool to see. As the count is 2 balls, 1 strike from Oates. To Hotchkiss, the cleanup man. The pitch. Inside, ball 3. So I believe all 4 of these batters, and if not all 4, 3 of the 4 have drawn 3-ball counts from Oates in the first inning. So far, no damage done on the scoreboard, though. There's a man on first, 2 outs, 3-1 count to Hotchkiss. The pitch. Outside corner, strike 2, and it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. Crowd didn't like that call by the home plate umpire, but he says it catches the corner, and the count is full now. 3-2 to Grant Hotchkiss, with Josh Newton still on first after his leadoff walk to start the inning. Here's the payoff from Oates. First, Hotchkiss will step out of the left-handed batter's box, readjust his batting gloves, and step back in. The 3-2. Low into the dirt for a walk, ball 4. Hotchkiss on base. And now Caston Harvey will dig in. From Lincoln Memorial in Easley, South Carolina. As Harvey, a right-handed batter with the high socks, red socks, stirrup socks, actually with the blue stripes. With a teal blue barrel on the wooden bat. I like that, actually, from Harvey. That's a cool bat you don't see very often. Teal wood with the natural wood grain handle. The teal painted barrel. First pitch. Away, and it skips all the way past Kirk to the backstop. That's in the dugout, so that may be a run as a result. We'll see. It does not appear so. He has to go back to third. So it's second and third with 2 down. Both runners in scoring position. Josh Newton on third after his leadoff walk. Hotchkiss on second after his walk just a moment ago. And it's 1 ball, no strikes to Caston Harvey. The pitch. On the ground to third. Curtis scoops it up over to first in time. And Stephen Oates works out of a jam in the first. Tremendous job by Stephen there to get out of that inning with no runs allowed. And we head to inning number 2. Still no score after 1 from League Stadium. Stay with us after this on the Duelers Baseball Network. Well, we have a moment. I would like to take this time to thank some of our sponsors. They include Cundall Flooring and Installation for all your flooring, tile, and backsplash needs. Cundall Flooring is the right choice. Contact Phil Cundall at 931-561-8607 for more information today. Also, would like to thank El Mazatlan Mexican Restaurant and Grill, located at 1403 Nashville Road in Franklin, Kentucky. El Mazatlan is a proud supporter of the Duelers. Holly J's Bar and Grill in Franklin. You can find them at 1326 Nashville Road. They're available for dining, carry-out, or delivery. We appreciate their continued support of Duelers Baseball. El Potrero Cantina and Grill, located at 270 Trotters Lane in Franklin. El Potrero is a proud supporter of the Duelers. Also like to thank Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation. If you need mortgage assistance in the Bowling Green area, contact Kellyanne Sanders at 270-421-3157 today. As we're back in here at League Stadium. Top of the second coming up, still no score. Mark Castle will be the first up here in the second. Mark, the right-handed hitter, against Ethan Bell, the righty. Pitch in the air to center. The center fielder Thompson barely has to move and brings it down. One pitch, one out here in the second. Now Rashad Robinson will come up. Rashad on the season, just 17 at-bats. But 5 runs, 5 hits, 2 doubles, 3 RBIs, 6 walks, 6 strikeouts for a .294 batting average and a .538 OBP for Rashad. Infielder and outfielder from the University of Memphis. Starting in left tonight. First up out of the day for Rashad. One down, nobody on in the second. First pitch, breaking ball outside corner, strike one. The on-deck hitter for your Duelers is Kelvin Reese. Pitch just away from ball number one. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here on a beautiful evening for baseball from Huntingburg, Indiana. The pitch. A big swing and a miss early on that one from Rashad, and he's behind in the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 from Ethan Bell to Rashad Robinson as Robinson will step out. And now back in the box. Next pitch is swung on and missed, held on to by the catcher Guzman, and Rashad is a quick out number 2. Kelvin Reese from Stillman College will now dig in with 2 out and nobody on. Kelvin in right today, also can play center and left. First pitch on a line to right center. In comes the right fielder. Out goes the second baseman. And it's the second baseman, Drew Howard, to make a nice catch out there and end the second. To the bottom half of inning number 2 after this. Still no score from League Stadium. Stay with us. Would like to continue to thank our sponsors of Duelers Baseball in 2022. They include PikaView Imaging. Whether it's 2D, 3D, or 4D ultrasounds, PikaView is the place to go for your imaging needs. You can find them at 107 Roby Street in Franklin. We appreciate their support of Duelers Baseball. Also, Sure Stay Hotel, Bowling Green North, located at 700 Interstate Drive in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Sure Stay by Best Western is the official hotel of the Duelers. If you're coming into town, be sure to check them out. Wildfire Barbecue. Check them out at 105 Straight Street in Franklin, available for dine-in or carry-out. Wildfire has been serving delicious barbecue in the region for over 20 years. They are the official barbecue restaurant of Duelers Baseball. Woody's Glove Repair, located in Franklin. Woody's brings old baseball gloves back to life and gives new ones a custom look, offering relacing, repair, and break-in services. Take your glove to the next level with Woody's Glove Repair today. Cade Gonzalez, the first one to face Stephen Oates in the bottom of the second. The pitch, high ball 1. That's Cade Gonzalez from Kentucky Wesleyan College and Lexington, Kentucky. Third baseman here tonight. The pitch, low ball 2, 2-0. The 2-0 from Grace. Low ball 3. Cade Gonzalez on the season, 34 at bats, 4 runs, 8 hits, 2 doubles, 5 RBIs, 7 walks, 5 strikeouts. So good eye for Cade, but only a .235 batting average on the young year. The 3-0 from Oates. Breaking ball finds the zone on 3-0, and it's 3 balls and 1 strike now. No score, top or bottom of inning number 2, here from League Stadium in Huntingburg, Indiana. The 3-1. On a line to left, down the line. That ball is foul off the wall in foul territory, though, and it's just a loud strike number 2. Another full count for Stephen Oates here early. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes to the leadoff man here in the second. 3 balls, 2 strikes your count to Cade Gonzalez, the leadoff man, in the bottom of inning number 2. Still no score here from League Stadium. The Duelers and the Du Bois County Bombers. And a matchup here on this beautiful Saturday evening. The 3-2. There's a way ball 4 and another leadoff walk. Leadoff walk here in the first, or in the second, to go along with the leadoff walk in the first for Oates. As the DH will dig in now. Chase Taylor, the pitch, is inside ball 1. As I know, some of you guys, I believe, are possibly texting our owner, Phil Kundle, about 2 cameras. Where I'm at currently, there may have been room on the table, but with the poles, I could not get an angle that would have worked for the zoomed-in camera angle behind the home plate. I apologize for that. Sometimes we're able to do it. Sometimes we're not, as with how low we are on the, we're not as high up as we are at our home ballpark, and there are multiple poles in the way, as you can see. So it's not very easy to put the 2 camera setup here today. So I apologize, but once again, we'll be back at it with that tomorrow, as the next hitter is hit by a pitch. And it's now first and second with nobody down for the Du Bois County Bombers. A walk and a hit by pitch for Oates to start this inning. Brescia University's Juan Guzman, the catcher, will now hit. Runners first and second, nobody down for the Bombers here in the bottom of the second inning. Time called by Guzman, He'll step out. Wearing number 9. The catcher for Du Bois County tonight. The pitch. A big breaking ball and a big swing and a miss for Guzman, 0-1. No balls and 1 strike your count to Juan Guzman. Runners first and second, nobody down. The pitch. Another nice breaking ball by Stephen Oates, and he's ahead in the count now. No balls, 2 strikes. Maybe the breaking ball is Stephen's way to get back in this thing out there on the mound, as he's ahead 0-2 to Guzman. The pitch. Another one is fought off. Fouled first base side. It will roll foul. Kirk will pick it up in foul ground. Count will hold at no balls and 2 strikes. Oh, and 2 to Juan Guzman, with Cade Gonzalez on second, Chase Taylor, the DH, on first base. The 0-2. Swung on and missed. Strike three. That's a good comeback by Stephen Oates. Gets a strikeout with two guys on, and they're now one down with runners still first and second. Drew Howard, the hitter, the 9-hole hitter for Du Bois County, up now, the right-handed hitter. First pitch. Low and away, blocked very nicely by Evan Kirk back there on a breaking ball in the dirt. 1-0. Howard from the University of Evansville also pitches as well as playing short. Born and raised in Ferdinand, Indiana. Howard is at second base tonight, so middle infielder and a pitcher. The 1-0 pitch from Oates. Low ball two. 2 balls and no strikes. On deck is the leadoff man, Josh Newton. He will come up barring a double play. 2 balls and no strikes to Du Bois County's 9-hole hitter, Drew Howard. The pitch. Misses low, ball 3, 3-0. As Howard digs back in. Oates pitch. Away, ball 4, and the bases are loaded on 2 walks and a hit by pitch with a strikeout in between for Steven. Top of the order now, Josh Newton digs in, had a walk in to lead off the ball game. Newton for his second at bat of the day. Bases loaded now, 1 out for the Du Bois County Bombers. First pitch from Oates. In the air to right, slicing toward the line. As Reese will make the catch, runner comes home. That's 1 run in for Du Bois County on the sac fly from Josh Newton. Fly out to right results in run number 1 across the plate, and it goes to Du Bois County. They're up 1-0 now. Also, the runner from second tagged and went to third. As Chase Taylor stands there now with 2 outs. 2 outs and Taylor on third for Camden Gasser from the University of Michigan. Very good baseball program at U of M. Gasser attends U of M, and born and raised right here in Huntingburg, though. Shot up the middle, past the dive of the second baseman Jacobson and into center. That's another run as Camden Gasser drives in Taylor. It's 2-0 DC Bombers as now runners are at the corners with still 2 down. Tarek Thompson now into the box. Chance to maybe add another if he can come through with a 2-out knock. Thompson struck out swinging in inning number 1. First pitch, runner takes off. Kirk will throw down or fake a throw. Probably a smart idea by Evan. A lot of times, I've said it before though, but a lot of times when you throw through on a steal attempt to second, the runner from third will try to score as a result on the throw down, and Kirk definitely doesn't want that to occur, so he just lets Camden Gasser pick up the stolen base and has the runner still at third as well. Next pitch is lined over the head of Jacobson. 1 run scores, 2 runs score, and it is all of a sudden 4-0 Du Bois County. All 4 runs scoring with 2 outs on an RBI from Newton, an RBI on a single from Gasser, and a 2 RBI single right there for Tarek Thompson. Grant Hotchkiss, the left fielder now into the box. 4-0 Bombers. Runner on first and 1 down, or 2 down. The pitch, runner takes off. Crook will throw down there, and it's offline. Musrock won't even apply the tag. Thompson picks up a steal. This aggressive base running is reminding me a lot of the way Kyle Schexnayder and the Duelers like to play on the bases. Very aggressive at all times, and it's worked so far for the Duelers for the most part. So far tonight, the Bombers are doing the same as it's 0-1 to Hotchkiss. Drew a walk his first time. The pitch taken after third now. Hit and run, foul ball. He'll return to second. Now that's 0-2 now. No balls and 2 strikes to Grant Hotchkiss. 2 down. And Tarek Thompson off a second for the Bombers. Bottom of the second, already 4 runs home for Du Bois County. I'll fix the score in a second as well, guys. Give me 1 minute. As the 0-2 pitch from Oates. Look back at second, here it comes. Outside, ball 1, as I'll go ahead and reluctantly edit the score. Bombers have put up 4 so far tonight. All with 2 outs here in the second inning. Hotchkiss, the left-handed hitter. Down to the count 1-2, but Evan Kirk will take a second and go out to the mound to talk to his starter, Stephen Oates. That's 1-2 to Grant Hotchkiss with Tarek Thompson off a second and 2 down. Already 4-0 DC Bombers ahead. The pitch, runner takes off. Foul back. We'll do it again at 1-2. Tarek Thompson already stole second. Really wants to steal third here, it appears. See if he can get there or if Oates can end the inning. They're in Huntingburg, Indiana. The 1-2 on the way. Here it comes. Low in the dirt, blocked by Evan Kirk, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Hotchkiss. As Oates is even the count 2-2 with Thompson on second, 2 down. Here comes the pitch. Inside, gets past Kirk. Thompson will pull into third and stop there. As Oates snaps back at the ball from Kirk as he tossed it back to him. Not very happy with that pitch. As apparently that hit him. I apologize, guys. That one didn't look like it did, but apparently it hit him, and as a result, the runner also has to go back to second. So it's now Hotchkiss on second base still, with Harvey on first, or Hotchkiss on first, with Thompson on second. Hunter Harvey in the bar. Good grief, I apologize. Caston Harvey in the box. The pitch. Nice breaking ball from Oates inside corner, strike 1. That pitch has been the one that has worked the best for Steven. Hasn't had a lot of command of his fastball, but has been getting the breaking ball over fairly effectively so far. We'll see how much he leans on that. The 0-1. Another one just misses apparently. And it's 1-1. Oates from the stretch on the first base side of the rubber. 1-1 pitch on the way. On the ground, third base side foul. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes to Caston Harvey. The first baseman grounded out to third his first time up. This is at bat number 2. 4-0 Bombers in front. Caston Harvey behind in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 down. The pitch. And the dirt blocked by Kirk. And it's 2-2. Oates might be having a little bit of problem with his plant foot on the front of the mound, too. He's been kicking at that a little bit. We'll see as it's 2 balls, 2 strikes to Caston Harvey. Oates gets his sign and looks back at second. The 2-2. Here it comes. And the dirt blocked by Kirk. No throw. Another full count. 3-2. I was mentioning this with the Paducah pitchers yesterday. Paducah had a lot of long counts and as a result a lot of long pitches. And now it appears as though Stephen Oates is struggling with the same fate. 3 balls, 2 strikes from Oates to Caston Harvey. The pitch. On the ground to short. Musrock has it. Over to first in time to get him. And that will retire the side. No further damage has been done, but a 4 spot in the second gives DC Bombers a 4-0 lead as we head to the third. That third inning of play is coming up right after this on the Duelers Baseball Network. Like to take this time to continue to thank our sponsors of Duelers Baseball this season. They include Heidi Barks Photography. You can find Heidi at Heidi Barks Photography on social media to check out some of her work. Contact her via email at HeidiBarksPhotos@gmail.com or call 270-999-7240 to schedule your next shoot. Also, Fresh Squeezed Goods. They offer customized, laser cut, and engraved gifts for every occasion. Dads, as it is Father's Day tomorrow, so if you need a last-minute gift, there you go. Fresh Squeezed Goods may be a solution. Also, grads, corporate promotions, parties, and events. You can visit freshsqueezedgoods.com to start a custom order today. As we're back in after a little bit of a rough inning for Oates. Top of the third now. As Evan Kirk, the 8-hole hitter, will dig in first for Franklin against the starter Ethan Bell. Kirk, the right-handed hitter. First pitch. Away, ball 1. It'll be Kirk, Cape, and the top of the order Musrock here in inning number 3. Next pitch to Evan. Outside corner, strike 1 called, 1 ball and 1 strike. The pitch is away, ball 2. 2-1 to Evan. With, as I mentioned, Cape on deck. Kirk from the University of Montevallo in Spanish Fork, Alabama, catching for the second night in a row. The pitch, a big swing and a miss, 2-2. Kirk on the year, a 143 average, 14 at-bats, 2 hits. The 2-2 pitch. Outside, ball 3. Good take by Evan right there. The pitch. A nice curveball on 3-2. Gets Kirk swinging. Strikeout for Ethan Bell is one down here in the third. Bryce Cape, the DH tonight. Normally an outfielder for the Duelers. That's Cape from Southeastern Illinois University in Evansville, Indiana. So Cape is from not too far from here. Takes the first pitch for a strike. 0-1. Here's the pitch from Bell. On the ground, off the foot of the pitcher. He kicks it right to the shortstop. Over to first in time. That'll go as a 1-6-3 put out. That's a random one that you don't see much. 1-6-3 on the ground out. Off the pitcher, Bell's leg over to the shortstop Gasser, who threw over to Harvey at first base. So 1-6-3 means there's two down, nobody on for Musrock. Musrock from the University of Memphis, back at short tonight and back in the leadoff spot. First pitch. On a line to center. That'll get down in front of the center fielder Thompson. And a single for Musrock with two down. Here's our contestants for the Burrito Roll contest. We're going to the first base side steps. Ellington Fleming and Lila Kinney. We'll see if Musrock decides to take off here. I wouldn't be shocked. Get into scoring position for Matt Jenkinson possibly. First at bat for Matt tonight, he had a single. As the Bombers are thinking on the same page as I am, it looks like. Throw down to first, Musrock dives in safely. It's Matt Jenkinson from Nashville, Tennessee. Another throw over to first. Diving back safe. As a Nashville native awaits the first pitch from Bell. The pitch, here it is. Foul back by Matt, 0-1. As on the season, Jenkinson a 263 batting average, 38 hits, or 38, 38 at bats. Wow, 38 hits would be nice. 7 runs, 10 hits, 4 doubles, 5 RBIs for Matt. 0-1 the count, the pitch. Away for ball one, 1 ball and 1 strike to Jenkinson. Jackson Musrock leads off first. With 2 down here in the bottom. Here from League Stadium in Huntingburg, Indiana. The Duelers coming off of a 7-1 homestand in the 8-game homestand that wrapped up yesterday. The pitch. Outside corner, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Jenkinson thought that might have been off the plate away, but it's called a strike by the home plate umpire. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Matt Jenkinson. The pitch. Fouled off first base side. We'll do it again. Not 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes to Matt Jenkinson. With Ethan Bell on the mound, Musrock off first. The 2-2. Away, ball 3. Nice take by Matt, and the count is full. Now 3 balls and 2 strikes. Once again, we are here in the top of inning number 3, 4-0 to Blaze County in front. 2 outs, Musrock on first. A full count to Matt Jenkinson. Here comes the payoff. Jenkinson on a hit and run down the line and right. Will that get down fair? Yes, sir. It goes to the wall. Around third comes Musrock. He will head to the plate. The relay goes into second. That's an RBI double for Matt Jenkinson, and the Duelers are on the board. Good piece of 2-strike hitting by Matt down the right field line. Musrock was off with the pitch, so he had a head start. Scored with ease, and the Duelers cut into the lead. It's now 4-1 Bombers. Sam Slaughter a chance to add another with a runner in scoring position. Sam comes up with Jenkinson now on second and 2 down. Sam with a rare K to his name in the first. The first pitch. And there's strike one.
We got in section 2, Cindy Bradley is having a birthday today. Cindy Bradley from French Lake.
0-1 to Sam Slaughter. Matt Jenkinson takes his lead off second. Here's the pitch and ball. High, ball one.
Age, and we'll not say her age. But Cindy is between 63 and 65. Happy birthday, Cindy Bradley.
As Ethan Bell gets his sign from the catcher, Guzman. Jenkinson off second, the pitch. In the dirt, all the way back to the screen. Schexnayder says go! All the way to the plate. Guzman can't find the ball. And Jenkinson comes around and scores. Good awareness right there. And a good send by manager Kyle Schexnayder over at third. Guzman couldn't pick it up. Couldn't find it. Jenkinson never stopped running. Kyle Schexnayder waved him home, and it's all of a sudden 4-2. Slaughter, 2-1 the count to Sam. Jay Curtis on deck if Sam can reach. The pitch. Inside corner, strike two, 2-2. Two balls, two strikes to the Duelers three-hole hitter, Sam Slaughter. Bell's pitch. Low, ball three, full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. After 4 runs on the top of this third inning, the bottom of the third, the Duelers respond with 2 of their own. Pitches inside, ball 4. I want to correct myself. 4 runs scored by the Bombers at the bottom of the second. We are here on the top of the third, where the Duelers have gotten 2 back, and it's 4-2. A nice walk for Sam Slaughter on a 3-2 pitch, low and inside, and he's now on first with Jay Curtis at the dish. Jay, the big right-handed hitter. On the season, Slaughter with 4 stolen bases. We'll see if he tries to run here. As he's on first with 2 down, Jay Curtis at the plate. Pitch is grounded to short. As it's picked up by the shortstop. Gasser will flip to Howard, the second baseman, and that will retire the side. But not before the Duelers get 2 runs back, and it's 4-2 DC Bombers after 2.5. We'll be back with the bottom of the third after this on the Duelers Baseball Network.